Crazy. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Miss Lift's Kitchen. Today we are gonna be making a homemade, high protein, macro friendly pizza. For this specific pizza, I'm gonna be making it for my husband, so it is double what I usually have for my pizza where I am for my calorie intake. It is only 720 calories, 20 fat, 75 carb, and 60 protein for the whole pizza. How could that get any better? The pizza is about 9 to 9.5 inches in diameter. I did get this recipe from Aussie Fitness, but we are taking it to the next level because that's what we do on Miss Lift's Kitchen. So let's get started. Before you get making the base of the pizza, you want to preheat the oven to 450 Fahrenheit, which I already did. So when you are done, you can just put it right in and it's hot and ready to go. And get a little closer look while I measure for the base. You need your mixing bowl and then your scale. We're gonna go ahead and add 65 grams of self-rising flour. And then we're gonna get our coconut flour and we're gonna add 11 grams. And we're gonna add 5 grams of the nutritional yeast. So I live in Canada. The nutritional yeast and self-rising flour I got from Bulk Barn. I couldn't find it at the local grocery store. So if you're struggling to find it, go to Bulk Barn, you'll find it there. And we're gonna add our seasoning into the dry ingredients. So we have our garlic powder. And I kind of just estimate it here. Just throw it in, no right answer. Kind of just do it based on the look. Then our pizza seasoning and our Italian seasoning. Perfect. Once it's all mixed in, you go ahead and zero the scale again. And we're gonna add our egg whites, which is 75 grams. It comes out pretty hot, so be careful when you add it because you can't really take it away easily. All right, 75 grams there. Zero the scale again. And we're gonna add 140 grams of the fat-free Greek yogurt. Go ahead and start to mix it. And I will show you a closer look at what it looks like once it's all mixed in with all the ingredients for the base. And here's a closer look at what it looks like when we mix all the ingredients together for the base of the pizza. That's what it looks like before you put it on the pizza pan. Nice. We got the parchment paper. Want it roughly the size of the pizza pan, no perfect way of doing it. And then you're gonna go ahead and add the mix right in the middle of the pizza pan. Ensure you get all that protein because of the 60 grams of protein. Amazing. You wanna use a little spatula to scrape the sides of the bowl to ensure you get all of it. So you're gonna get the dry spoon and you're just gonna start in the middle and just start working a circular motion. You wanna hold the sides of the parchment paper and just kind of work it around. So I'm definitely no pizza expert, but I must say this pizza is pretty good. You wanna keep the crust a little bit elevated on the ends, and you wanna keep it as thin as possible. It just tastes and looks better that way. I mean, usually I do a perfect circle, but I am pretty nervous with the camera, so bear with me, but it's looking pretty good. You wanna make sure there's no gaps either. Sometimes there's a little bit of an air bubble in there. You wanna flatten that out just so it does cook evenly. All right, I think is it approved by the husband behind the camera? Right, we put the dough in for 10 to 15 minutes depending on the size of the pizza, but for the full size pizza, I put in for 15 minutes just to get this fully cooked so it doesn't burn the toppings when we put the toppings in. We're gonna put it in for 15 minutes and we'll be right back. While the pizza is cooking for that 15 minutes to get it nice and golden and crispy, we're gonna go ahead and get our toppings measured out and ready to go when it comes out of the oven. I have onion cut already, but I don't. So we're gonna add a little bit of onion. Obviously, this is based on your preference. You can add as much or as little as you want for your pizza, but I'm just gonna show you the one that we make the best and that works best for us. Next, we're gonna go ahead and measure our pizza sauce, which I do 90 grams. It covers a lot of the pizza perfectly. I just use the Primo pizza squeeze. So you just put it into a little container. If we can squeeze out that last 90 grams, perfect. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and set that to the side. And for this one, I use a tablespoon of the bacon pieces. I also found that this was lower calories than cooking actual bacon or having pre-made bacon strips. So I just do a tablespoon. We're gonna add that. Okay, that's done. And a handful of cut up sausage, which we barbecue our own. Just a handful of that. That's probably about an ounce of sausage, I would say. And then I believe I use 17 of this turkey pepperoni. Honestly, I was a little skeptical about the turkey pepperoni, but it tastes just as good as regular pepperoni, which is amazing. And that only has 4 fat, 3 carb, and 9 protein in 22 slices. That's crazy, crazy. So we will confirm how many I use on the pizza when I get it out. 17 there, and then we will adjust accordingly. And then I use 1 slice of ham. And we cut that up into small pieces as well. And we got my dog barking. Stop. Okay. Make it look all pretty. Awesome. And then our last but not least ingredient, we have the mozzarella cheese. So I use 55 grams on the whole pizza, which is a great amount. And I use the, oops, that's too much. And a little bit for Bella. There you go, honey. I use the skim mozzarella, way less fat. For the dipping sauces that we do use, Mike seems to like the sriracha mayo. So I mix the calorie-wise Miracle Whip and sriracha. And then we just leave it in a container for him to use whenever he needs it. Super easy, just to give it a little bit of extra taste. This is my homemade creamy garlic dipping sauce. Again, we put it in a sealed container. Honestly, it smells like the pizza creamy garlic dipping sauce. So if you're a big fan of that, you'll love this homemade. As you can see, the outside is pretty brown. Not fully done, but starting to feel and look like a pizza. So to make it a really nice, crispy tasting and a unique tasting pizza, we put the cornmeal on the bottom. So I'll go ahead and just slide this onto our plate. I used Pam spray to spray the bottom exactly where the pizza was. For the whole pizza area, easy. And then we just go ahead and slide the pizza directly back on the circle. You want every inch. This is very dangerous to be using tomato sauce with a white top, especially with me because I spill everything. So we will see if I can avoid that for this video. A little tip, if you are making this pizza for your spouse and they are looking a little too lean and a little too sexy, you sprinkle on a little Parmesan without them knowing. And then you go ahead and just add the pepperoni. Can't miss any little piece of it. For Mike's pizza, he likes to add a little bit of, I can't believe it's not butter spray. I personally don't need it, but he's deep in his diet right now and it makes it a little more tasty. So I usually just give it like 4 to 5 sprays. I add a little bit more of the pizza seasoning on it for the look of it, and then some chili flakes to add a little bit of spice to it. One more trick that I like to do is I like to turn the pizza halfway just to crisp it up evenly throughout the whole pizza. The timer's done. We put it in for 10 minutes, so it was a total of 25 altogether. But that's because we like it extra crispy. And every oven is different, so remember that when you are cooking your own. Look how easy it is to just slide. Like, perfect. Come on. How can this get any better? This is what I'm talking about. He needed that extra Parmesan cheese. Crazy. So there we have it, the high protein, macro friendly pizza. Finish off the video, we're gonna get a little review from my husband to see how he likes it. But before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment below if you wanna see any specific recipes in the future, and we'll see you in the next video.
All right.
No pressure.
I know. Spoiler warning, I've eaten this for 4 days in a row already, so I know it's a 10.
And just to clarify, he is 5 weeks out from his show, and this is completely macro friendly for his flexible dieting and his macro intake right now. So we'll see you in the next video. Bye.